A use of modal. While speaking, modals should be used in appropriate manner. Modal auxiliary verbs are used to moderate the main verb. That is, to enhance or restrict the verb to a certain context. The most common modal auxiliaries in English are can, could, may, should, might, will, must, and would. Notice this usage of modals in the following sentences. I pay my taxes. General declaration of the fact paying taxes is something I normally do. I can pay my taxes. Now this expresses ability. I have the means, funds to pay. I might pay my taxes. Now this expresses possibility but not certainty. Maybe I will pay, maybe I won't. I will pay my taxes. This expresses future intent. I resolve to do it at some later time. I should pay my taxes. Now this expresses mild obligation. It is required, and I expect to comply. I could pay my taxes. Now this expresses possibility if I have nothing else to do. With the money, I might pay taxes. I would pay my taxes. In this case, it expresses reservation. If I had the money, but I don't. I must pay my taxes. Now this expresses strong obligation. I'm required and have to comply. Modals are followed by only the base form of the verb and are not used alone unless there is a clear connection to a main verb. He must to finish his homework. Now this is wrong. The right would be he must finish his homework. This is the correct one. Jack could heard the bell. Now this is wrong. The right would be Jack could hear the bell. This is the correct one. Penny will going to the movie. This is wrong. Now the correct would be Penny will go to the movie. This is the correct one. There are many ways to make requests in English. The most common involves using the imperative and modals. Pay attention to the examples below. Using the imperative. The imperative is the simple form of the verb. The subject of an imperative sentence is understood as you, although it is usually not spoken. Few examples. Open the door. Will you help me? Pick up your toys. Please help me. Yes, I will help you. Open the door. Pick up your toys. Please help me. The imperative is often used by persons of authority when speaking to subordinates. Example, parent to a child. Now here are a few examples of using modals. To show respect and politeness, most people use modal expressions. When making requests, here are a few examples. Will you help me? Would you help me? Would you please help me? Could you help me? Could you possibly help me? Would you kindly help me? Would you mind helping me? Would you be so kind as to help me? Will you open the door for me? Would you open the door for me? Would you please open the door for me? Could you please open the door for me? Could you open the door? Could you possibly open the door? Would you kindly open the door? Would you mind opening the door? Would you be so kind as to open the door? Now here are a few common problems with modals. Using to unnecessarily is incorrect. They go to meet us at the theater. He should to eat his dinner. I had better to go now. You must not to use that pencil. These all are incorrect. The correct would be, they are going to meet us at the theater. He should eat his dinner. I had better go now. You must not use that pencil. Now the second problem using modals is using anything but the base form after a modal. One should avoid it. Here are a few examples. John could heard the bell. Penny will going to the movie. The correct would be, John could hear the bell. Penny will go to the movie. Now the third problem with modals is using double modals. You should ought to speak English. They might can help me. These are the incorrect ones. The correct ones will be, you ought to speak English, or you should speak English. She might be able to help me. Now these are the correct ones. Omitting be in certain modal expressions. This is another problem. They're going to meet us at the theater. Jack's supposed to take his medicine. These are the incorrect ones. The correct will be, they are going to meet us at the theater. Jack is supposed to take his medicine. Now the fifth problem with modals is using wrong word order in questions. How can I help you? Where I should go for the meeting. The correct would be, how can I help you? Where should I go for the meeting? With the help of modals, you can form several patterns for speedy speech, but be careful while using them.